What's up? I just recently quit my job to pursue my dream as a full-time rap artist. Now, a little bit about my backstory. It's not like I was always working a job and then I just all of a sudden just was like, okay, I'm gonna quit. I've been rapping ever since 2003. I'm in a small town, Columbia, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Same place as Angie Stone, Lil Rouge, shouts out. You know what I'm saying? I went to the same school as Angie Stone, graduated C.A. Johnson High School. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, I had it instilled in me that if other people can do it from here, I sure as hell can do it from this small ass town. So I'm not gonna get too much into my backstory on this particular video, but basically, I was introduced into the rap game through another artist named Collard Greens, who was out here, and basically, ever since then, I'll do another story on that, but basically another video on that. But basically, ever since then, I've been out here, doing what I thought what I needed to do in order to make it in the rap game. But my problem is, and I hope I'm rambling a little bit, but I'm just trying to keep it real and 100 with you right now. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to what I was saying. My problem was I was stuck in my city. And the reason why I was stuck in my city, because mentally I was stuck in my city. You know what I'm saying? Back then in 2003, there was a lot of different record labels, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of cats, had a lot of, had enough money at the time to actually just, sign certain artists and push them out there in the city. And they might have owned some clubs and things like that. And they, paid off some radio promotion and everything like that. So yeah, anyway, I live by a hospital, the little siren. But anyway, yeah, yo, so back then, basically, long story short, I didn't have to actually focus on the business side of things. All I had to do was just, focus on the artist side of things, which was way hella comfortable back then, but it actually hindered me, you know what I mean, when my boys did eventually get locked up, got locked up back in the day. So it actually hindered me, and I had to go out here and figure this out on my own. And on and off, what I would do was I would host in certain clubs, like strip clubs and things of that nature around Columbia, and I will also perform. Now, to be completely honest with you, I didn't get a lot of performance shows like that because I was getting paid more so for hosting, and a lot of times I would host and perform to get my music out there mostly. But some promoters I would fuck with me, and I would get certain shows. I did a lot of open mics and everything until I just ran out. I ran tired of that whole bullshit ass gamut. I got tired of that bullshit, and it was back and forth between getting a job and rapping and hosting and selling CDs and things of that nature and making mixtapes. Now, skip down the line a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I have a little girl, and life hits me, and I'm in that cliche situation. I have a fucked up baby mama, evil women using the system to drain men, and so they don't have to work. But I also have other videos and songs about that. But anyway, I'm just giving you my 100 right now. I want y'all to I'm finna, because right now I'm going to start documenting every day on YouTube what I'm doing as a full artist slash entrepreneur or entrepreneur, whatever, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, getting back to my personal, you know what I'm saying. I had the cliche baby mama and everything like that, so I got put on child support before I even knew I had a daughter and all this other good shit. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, listen to Sativa, I got all that on there. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? The point is, evil baby mama. And so now, I can't be as free as to just go get a job whenever I want to, whenever the music is slow, and then doing my music thing. I now have to, especially in this state is all for the women. I now have to find some type of income steadily, more so steadily than what I had before, in order to keep my ass out of jail, one, to keep my ass out of jail, basically. You know what I'm saying? So so now I have to find a better way. You know what I mean? So which was a gift and a curse after this situation. I run into this situation with a group of dudes, and we create this internet online radio station slash media thing where we were putting media in little corner stores and everything like that. It was called TrueRealForRadio.com, and that had sustained me for about a good 3 years. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Making money. We was making hella money doing what we was doing on that. I have a whole nother story about that on a whole nother video. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we sustained it for 3 years. Everything was going straight until some fuck shit happened with those guys, and you know that shit broke up. So now here I am. That shit's broken up, and you know what I'm saying? I'm back. It's just me. I now have my current girlfriend, Shantae, who's been holding me down and everything like that. Shouts out to Shantae. You know, I'm just basically I'm in a position where I got to make something happen. You know. So at the time I was back, I was faced with a decision. You know, so I said, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get a little 9 to 5 and everything to make things, because you know, when I was doing it for myself, going on and off, and back then I was doing it for myself, but I also had you know, help, or I was in a group or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't completely 100% by myself. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, I would go back and forth, and I guess, you know, I guess not fully believing in myself back then is a reason for me doing that. But anyway, I was put in this position now is either completely do it for myself or try to get a job and then try to do it for myself with the security of a job. So what I did was I applied for a job. It took me months to get this job. It took me like 3 months to get this job. In the meantime, in between time, I was about to work for Kirby and all kind of fucked up shit. Kirby's a fucked up company, by the way. Do research on it. Do not work for fucking Kirby. They fucking rape people, and that's how they make money, raping old people. And I am not about that. But anyway, yeah. I tried to find any kind of, you know, any kind of little job. I wasn't going to do no fucking McDonald's or Burger King. I refused to do that bullshit. But I was just trying to find something, and then lo and behold, 3 months later, I get into this pizza job. Now, in the meantime, in order for me to sustain myself, I'm going to different corner stores selling my CD Hybrid 803 Sativa, which I'm currently still selling this on iTunes and Google and all that other good shit. You know what I'm saying? But this is not you know, the purpose of a promo, even though you should check it out. But the point is, I was slinging my CD on the corner to sustain myself for those 3 months, for the smoking and the eating, and to pay my bills in my household, because I was chilling at her house a lot. You know, this time when before she moved in with me, but I was chilling at her apartment a lot, and I had another apartment, and my uncle stays with me. So basically, I was just paying the bills. Here, it's cheap rent. You know, Columbia, South Carolina is kind of cheap rent. And the lights, you know, I just paid the light bill and the rent here, basically, so I can have another, you know, basically a place to come just in case any bullshit happens or whatever. And I would basically be hanging out over there and, you know, keeping my uncle cool, you know. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for 3 months, and then I finally get the job, right? Now, mind you, my girlfriend, she does Indian eyebrow threading and everything, you know what I'm saying? And she's an entrepreneur as well. And I actually talked her out of leaving her job in the mall to actually do it for herself, you know. But anyway, here I go, just trying to be, you know, I guess, believing in society and believing in the ways of the world and shit like that. I said, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to get this little job cracking and everything, and I'm going to let her stay home and do the eyebrow threading. So as we're doing this, you know what I mean, things happen. A little flood happened in Columbia, South Carolina, and you know, shit happens. We have to move from her apartment. So we moved from her apartment over here to now, you know, which is where I'm at right now, my spot. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as I'm working the job, I'm noticing I'm still kind of struggling, and more so struggling with this job than I did doing it for myself. Well, when I was out here in the streets. It may sound funny, but that's true. I would get a check on Friday. After Friday, I would be broke fucking Sunday. Or it was one time I got the check Friday, and that bitch lasts till Wednesday, and I was like, oh Lord, I don't know how the hell that happened, but I didn't have no bills to pay or anything in that interval of the check or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I never had a check that lasted from one check to the next check. It was always, I had to go out here and sell merch, CDs or shirts or whatever I had, you know what I'm saying? I had to go out here and sell merch in order to sustain myself even on top of that job. So after a while, I started realizing that, I'm there. It was a shitty job. They was only giving me $9 an hour. I was there for like 2 years. After 2 years, they gave me a 50-cent fucking raise. Like that's doing something. You understand what I'm saying? And, shitty ass pizza place. It was just fucked up. I could tell you stories about that. If you actually look on my channel, I was trying to be inspirational to other artists, you know what I mean? But I felt like that wasn't the way I was supposed to be inspirational. I think the way I'm supposed to be inspirational to people is actually telling my story. Shouts out to everybody else who does that though. I was inspired by Curtis King. I was inspired by an artist named Flemo, a hip hop artist. Different ones. I dive into the Gary Vaynerchuk, all that good stuff. I look at a lot of interviews and the 50 Cent, the 50 Laws of Power, all that good stuff. I do a lot of reading and researching, and it inspired me. I said, hey, well maybe I can push value out by trying to give what little knowledge. Or what knowledge I had, not what little knowledge, but what knowledge I had of the music industry on my level. And as I did that, I started noticing over time what I was really doing was really just talking to myself. You understand what I'm saying? So, as I'm struggling along with this bullshit ass crappy job, hate going there, I just fucking hate it, slowing me down. I'm not selling CDs like I used to and all this other shit. I'm not, and that's another thing. With a job, what it does is it'll make you lazy, so you can't go out there and do what the fuck you're supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? With a job, it's like, you worried about that check every fucking 2 weeks, so it's like you don't have the motivation to go out there and I'm not gonna go sell CDs this week because today because I know this check is coming this week and I'm gonna pay that bill, or I know I'm not gonna I'm not to push my girlfriend to remember her clients or nothing because I'm gonna pay the bills and everything's gonna be straight. And I'm just, it was slack off for me and it was slack off for her, because when you're out there and you're an entrepreneur, that is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be getting it. You're supposed to be in it every day. You're living every moment. You know what I'm saying? You can get money every moment. With a job, you get money when they allow you to get money. And you get comfortable to that. You understand what I'm saying? And that's when you get stuck, especially in a small town. My population is 150,000. There is no other job. There is no other real jobs that you can fucking get down here other than, being a preacher or something and selling hope and stealing money from the community that way, which I don't believe in. Or, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, you got to fucking slave and work for somebody. And if you're on child support, oh my gosh, it's fucked up. It's like they penalize a black man down here. It's racist as shit too, by the way. And they penalize a black man for having a kid down here. So this whole city it's designed against. There's no opportunity. There's no There's no big metropolitan area here. The music scene is crazy. It's in shambles. The music scene it sucks just to be. There's a lot of talent here. Don't get me twisted. There's a lot of talent here. There's a lot of artists here. That's great artists. Put on a great show. Make great music. Please YouTube some of these artists. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're all stuck in this shitty ass town, and there's no opportunity. There's no way, no matter what you do, if you pay for the radio, no matter what, you can't do anything here or make any type of mark in hip hop. You're just going to stay here and you're going to make a mark in the South Carolina history, and nobody really gives a fuck about their own history here in South Carolina of the music game. So the music scene here is shitty if you're a musician. And if you're an entrepreneur, it is shitty because there's not enough people here for you. And if you're a black entrepreneur, is really even shitty because people are so brainwashed, and they're just brainwashed to go against you and fuck your business up before it even starts. You understand what I'm saying? So back to what I was saying. I felt myself getting lazy and things of that nature. So I said to myself, you know what, and then they're not even respecting me on the job. They're not even giving me the supplies I need. I was working with broken equipment, not the proper equipment. I needed like gloves and things like that. I was a dishwasher. I couldn't wash my hands, getting ate up, bleeding, getting cut up, all that good shit. So I said, you know what, instead of, suffering here and still having to go sell CDs after working doubles in this bitch and still having to go sell CDs at the end of the day, I said, you know what, fuck it. I am just going to say fuck this shit and go do this shit myself. You understand what I'm saying? And 3 weeks later, here I am. I just recently went to Atlanta. I got a show down there by me booking my, going out finding promoters. I'm going out finding promoters, talking to them, trying to book myself in different areas. Trying to take whatever stage I can get, wherever stage I can go to. That is where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? To get my name out here. To get my name out here in America, so I can make it and make my claim in hip hop. And what was so crazy is I thought if I had that job, I could save up and go do that. But when the whole time I had that job, I did not save shit. I was broke the next fucking 2-3 days after the check. So it took me to quit that job and then, get some money up. Me and my lady get some money up, and then we start going out there and doing the dream we said we was going to do, because she wants to do eyebrow threading out there and be a traveling eyebrow threader, and I want to be a hip hop artist, and that's what we're going to be. That's what we're going to do. I'm documenting myself. I'm documenting our travels on YouTube every day. Every day, even if I'm here, even wherever I'm at, every day you're gonna know what time it is. You're gonna fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show you what it is, slinging CDs out here on the block, whatever the fuck's going on. You will be in my day. I see. I want you guys, to if you have a dream, you're gonna follow that, and you want to follow that dream, and you need. I want you to be. I want to relate to you. So I want you to fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to be out here. I'm going to be documenting. We're going to be doing this every day. And yeah, you're going to be on this journey with me. We're going to come the fuck up together. You understand what I'm saying? And hopefully we can run across each other while I'm out here. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, that's about it. But in a nutshell, yeah, that's why I'm quitting my job to go out here to be what I want to be. And so far it's been working crazy. It's, I've been scared. I've been having my little doubts. I've been, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I don't know where the money's going to come from and all this other shit. I'm going through that in and out. But at the same time, I get blessed with certain opportunities. I'm blessed with resources, with my resources that I can use. It's not all about money. It's about, you know what I'm saying? It's really about who you know. And that doesn't mean like they have to be a big major millionaire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will fuck with you. You just got to find the motherfuckers that fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? And you gotta fuck with them authentically and be real. You know what I mean? But to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was a little scared, and I'm not gonna claim I'm scared, but it's crazy being out here like this. But I know I have to go harder, and I have to go out here and push myself harder and make this shit happen. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know what the future is if I just give in to society and go out here and just work. And I'm not finna be no fucking 40, 50 years old living in this fucked up ass, racist ass town with nothing going on, never seeing nothing. That ain't me, cuz. That ain't me. I feel like I got too much talent. I feel like I am too good for that shit. If I'm sounding arrogant or whatever, hey, I believe in myself. I had to force myself to believe in myself to get this far. I had to force myself to believe in myself ever since a kid. You understand what I'm saying? So that is in my mind frame. I got too much fucking talent. I am too fucking good to just settle for to be fucking flipping burgers or washing dishes. That ain't me, cuz. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, if you fucking with me, please subscribe to the channel. I hope I didn't talk your fucking head off too long. We're going to have more stories later on. And you're going to be seeing me more out here in the streets. But yeah, so hit the subscribe button. Become a part of I don't want to say notification gang, because everybody say notification gang. So I'm going to say become a part of the notification village. I don't know. Shit, I don't know. I just want to be different. Anyway, the point is, fuck with me, subscribe to this channel. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Live your dream, dog. Fuck it. You only get one of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to die, then get up to heaven and be like, I could have did. Too late.